Welcome in and so glad to have you guys here today. Happy New Year. We are now into 2025 and super excited to be in the new year. These are my December completed pages and cannot wait to be able to show you these. We're going to dive right in. This month was, or Christmas was, December was a very rough time. Like everybody, holidays, that kind of thing. And then we had some things that kind of popped up that were like emergency type things that we had to do. It's called life, and isn't that always fun? So this is my first completed page. It's mandalas, and the mandala, I got this one at Walmart. As you know, they're not always necessarily my most favorite to do, but I have committed to expanding my horizons and learning to love certain things. I got to be honest, this was actually kind of fun to do. I used Sarah Renee Clark's color chart number 90, and these were the colors that were on that chart. And this is what it came out to be. And to be honest with you, it was kind of cute. I wanted it to be more of a modern day-ish. I mean, I know it's not totally Christmas, but I was trying to let it be, kind of those, I guess the Grinch Stole Christmas kind of colors. It's a little bit darker, but it's along the lines. It's pinky red and greeny-ish and the bluish. I had a good time. Again, this one was purchased from Walmart, and I can't remember how much it was, but it was super inexpensive. It was like $7, and it was with their children's section of, well, at least in my Walmart, it was in the children's section, and it's really cute. They're kind of big, and I liked it. I really thought, oh, I kind of did that one last month. So I'm trying to get into, like I said, expanding my horizons. So that was one that I did. The next one was the Color Me Christmas. This one, I had fun. And so what I did this month that was a little bit different, I did not use my Prismacolors at all. I either used my water markers, water-based markers. There we go, water-based markers. So this was water-based markers in here. This is done off of the Brute square pencils. And I wanted to step outside of just using the standard pencil, which was a good idea. However, you kind of get at least I do. I get in the groove of using something, and then I don't have color combinations set up. So I did slow me down a little bit, but I'll tell you, those Brute squares, they are great. I mean, even for a beginner budget set of pencils, I think they're fabulous. That's just my opinion. But I think they're just wonderful. I think they work really well. I don't know if it's catching, but the snow is a little bit difficult. I picked it up pretty good. I'm happy with this one. And then I did the Winkastella kind of here on the glass to try to pick up. And sometimes that glitter just doesn't pick up very well on camera. Had a good time doing the snow. I like to do the pinks and the blues, the little light greens. And it's just because when we lived in snow country, that was kind of the color that I would always see in our snow. Sometimes it was pink, sometimes it was yellow. Well, not dog yellow, but glittery yellow. The blues, the greens. And so I just had a really good time with this page. Brute squares worked great in this. And again, if you're a brand new colorist, I think you should if you're looking for a good budget set, I think they're great. I think they're $20 to $25, give or take. And then this one, I did not finish it all the way, but in full transparency, I don't want to cheat on my things. This one, I was really struggling. I was using my watercolors that I got from, and I'm trying to remember what they are. They're the dragon ones. They're the budget set, and I was having a good time, but this paper was not having it. Like, it just did not want to participate. So it's not, I would say it's not the product's fault. I just picked the wrong paper for this. So I'll finish it off, but it was just a good practice to try something different and something new. This one was so fun. This is the Creative Heaven Enchanted Christmas coloring book. This was my first time with a Teresa Goodridge book. I had so much fun. Very traditional Christmas book. This was the first one that I did, and it was so fun to do that. I wanted the house to be more of a yellow color, but for some reason, the pencil or the pen changed colors. I mean, it went really kind of an orangey, but I'm still happy with it. I just don't think I would have done so much yellow in with the stars and this if it was going to match so much. It was supposed to be a very pale, pale yellow. I had fun with this one. As always, just having a good time, enjoying it. This was suit color on the glitters. It was the touch arts for the pens. And then I did do a little bit of the Brute Ferner squares on just a couple of little things just to kind of add some highlights. And then in through here on all my little snow, wherever there was snow, so the snowflakes, snow caps, I did again, the Wink Estella. I just don't know. Again, I don't think it's picking up so much. I kind of boofed. I don't know what happened. The pen turned yellow when it hit the gray. So apparently I don't know my color combinations very well. But super fun, relaxing while I was sitting on the couch and just enjoying the holiday season. This one, the Nixie Christmas. I mean, how cute is that? And then I'm just going to adjust a little bit. Hopefully that's better. So this one I picked Sarah Renee colors again, and they were 90 and 88, and I used Inktense on this paper. And then the other thing I found, I've been using my repositionable, well, I don't know why I'm showing you can't see it, but I've been using my repositionable glue. It works great. So it's like a big sticky note. So I can put it here and it doesn't fall out of my book. Because a lot of times I'll put my colors and then they're all over the place. And this works great. And so far it hasn't harmed my book or anything like that. So I've really enjoyed that. But these were the color combinations that I used in here. The Inktense worked great in here. It did bubble the page a little bit. Now, I didn't use water to activate. I used the alcohol blender marker. And I think I don't even know which one it is. It was just the cheapest one that I found on Amazon. And then here on the glitters, if you can see the little glitters, again, they're my Sue colors. And in the hair, I did do a little bit of the Brute Ferner squares just to kind of add a little bit of highlight, but pretty much all of this was the Inktense. And I had a fun time for a Christmas color of Nixie time. This one, super fun too. I was having a really difficult time. I was trying to get this to blend out and it was not having it. Super cute, had fun. I mean, it's just your traditional little candy house, or not candy house, what am I saying? Gingerbread house. I really enjoyed coloring for the season. It was really fun. Though I will say, after a while, I'll be honest, it was getting really hard to kind of do Christmas, because Christmas is like red, green, gold, silver. But I still had a great time. I am glad the holiday's over, I'll be honest. This one, I had so much fun doing this one. I guess it's just because more of the traditional aspect of it. This one is all Brute Ferner squares and the Sue color. I love the little puppy. We used to have a dog, a black lab. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, it's got to be our little black lab. I love the fireplace. I actually love how I was able to get the combinations to look kind of Santa Claus red. And that was super fun. The Christmas tree was fun, kind of doing the lights. Again, a lot of glitter in this. Not sure if it's picking up or not. I tried something different to try to make these look like rocks. Again, when you look at something up close, sometimes they don't look the greatest, but at a distance, they do look a little better. And so it was fun to kind of blend it out and then just kind of do like kind of a very loose pencil to do the veining of what your brick or stone might look like. So just had fun with that one. I would have to say this is probably one of my favorite ones, and I guess it's just because it's more of the traditional colors. Festival coloring. Okay, so Yes, I was struggling with the brute Brutfurners work okay here, but I was mixing brute Brutfurners with some of the watercolors, try to get some deeper on here. And I think I'm going to go back to my original idea of this book where it's more of like my King Arts and my pastel chalks, because I think they're going to work better in this book. But I did want something that was teeny and fiddly, and this fit the mark. This is teeny, it's fiddly. It takes a long time to kind of do all of the colorings in all of these. So on this side, I don't know if you can see the glitters, but a lot of the candies have glitter. Again, it's my Sue color that does that. And then, of course, on this side, mostly pens. So there was a little bit of pen over here. I was trying to mix the media as pens with the Sue colors and the Brute Fruner squares. So I had a good time with that page. Wish I'd been able to finish it, but that's okay. I just like to have a good time. Sometimes we finish and sometimes we don't. This one, I was having so much fun with this one. I wanted this one to be just nothing but pencil. I didn't want any pens on this. I may change my mind and do like maybe hit some of these with a little bit of glitter next year, but had fun with this one. Again, when I'm in the mood for fiddly, tiny fiddly diddly work, this is the perfect book for this because it's so tiny. Picking the colors again was a little bit hard because in my mind I knew it's like, oh, I want this color, but it was the Prisma. And I'm like, no, I'm just in Brute Furniture Squares. So it did slow me down a little bit, but I had a good time. I really, really love this book. It's such a great book. And it's going to be one that I think for the next several Christmases, it's going to give me so much fun to be able to come back and visit this like a good old friend. And then, of course, the fairy tale and folklore coloring book. Oh, I had such an enjoyable time in this again. Oop, don't want to hit you. So this one was the little unicorn in, I don't know what, I guess that would be the hanging lamp. I had so much fun. Brute Furniture squares work really well in this book, or at least they did for me. I used a lot of the Sue colors in here. I had a lot of fun doing the snow in this one, and I don't know if it's going to pop up or not. I chose not to put glitter in this the way I normally would, but I did a little bit more of the blues, the greens, and a little hint of pink. Then what I did is I took my Posca pen and I outlined where the dark was. And then as it kind of was just starting to go a little bit tacky, I just touched it. I touched, wiped, touched, wiped. And it gave like a texture to the snow. And I don't know if that's coming up or not, but in person, it really makes this pop, and it did soften down the black lines. Now, I'm not opposed to dark lines at all, but in the snow, I do think sometimes it looks pretty to kind of recess that back. I had such a good time with this little bird. I love each of the decorations. They are really cute. This one's like all, again, these are all Sue color, and they are the Prisma, or not Prisma, sorry, the Brute Furniture square. Oh, and then these are the Pentel Sparkle Pops. But I just had a good time with that one. I would have to say it's a tie between the mermaid and this one as kind of being my favorite. I just had such a good time doing this. First time at trying to do fur, I'll get there, but just to have a good time at night sitting on the couch, it's good for me. This is kind of a whip from last month, carry over, and I only have just a little bit more to do on these leaves. I was debating on whether like doing these green and having them go more into this kind of silver and gold where it's the lining in that. So I was like, would that look weird to have green here and then going up more into the silver and golds for Christmas? So I wasn't sure. So at any rate, I just kind of have to finish that out, but it can wait till next year. Not a problem. Again, so this one, that kind of that coppery glitter, I'm not sure if that's showing up or not. That came from my King Art set, back in October, I think it was October or November, I found these pens and they're all like fall colors, but I thought he would look so, well, I don't know if it's a he. I guess in my book it's a he. I thought he would look so cute with kind of like a bronze um, crown. So at any rate, I'm good with that one. I think it's good. I'll finish that one probably in a day or two. But like I said, I didn't want to cheat and carry over. On December 31st, this is where I stopped. Oh, I had so much fun doing the polar bear. Again, trying to color white. You wouldn't think that coloring white would be hard, but it kind of is when it's all a white page. But I had a fun time. We'll start up here with the little bird. So again, all of this is the Brutpruner squares. And okay, so this one's Brutpruner squares. And when we get down, I'll tell you the rest of them. So had fun. They really blend nice in here. And then all I did for like the white is I just did the hatch marks. I picked a gray, kind of a dusty blue, and a little bit of green, and just an ever so hint of pink, like in the nose and the ears. And I just kind of did the highlights so that it would still stay white. I did do a very ever so light gray. I don't even think it shows up. And then the little sweater, I thought that turned out cute. And then the backpack, I love their little backpacks. The blending is not working as great on this paper with the Brutpruner squares, but it could be me also, so don't take what that is. This right here, I did highlight with my Pentel marker, and then in here, again, the little bronze, all the bronze, they came from that King Art. The kind of the gold, that is the Signo pen because I wanted it to be very flat. And then kind of mimicking the old Stanley with the little green. I wanted everything to kind of be Christmas, but like a rusticy Christmas, you know, kind of like going to the lake at Christmas time. So I had such a good time with that one. Super fun. And I am looking forward to learning better how to color white, fur, feathers, all of the stuff that I've been wanting to do. And then my last one on this page were the two little mice in the teacups. Oh, they're so precious. Well, to me, they're precious. I thought they were so cute. I just absolutely loved them. And this was done off of, you know what? I'm trying to remember what I did on this one. Well, this is the pens. So these were the Touch Art pens. And then the little ties, I thought it'd be cute. I don't know if you remember, I don't know if people still even have it around, but it's the old tie when you would tie up gifts. It's the white and red. And I thought, oh, that would be super cute. And then the Signo pen, I wanted it to look like there was kind of like the painted gold on your teacups. And I don't know if that's coming through or not, but the little mice, they were mostly grays. So I did kind of like a pinky gray, a bluey gray, and then like a browny gray. I don't know if that makes sense, but those were the colors. And then inside the ear, I did a little bit deeper of the brown gray, and then did a little bit of peach up here on the highlight. I kind of duplicated it in the eyes. Same down here, you know, kind of, you know, trying to make it look fluffy and try to make it look white. And then in here I used, and it's weird, I don't know what was happening, but my pen was skipping, but in a roundabout way. Again, like if you look close, probably not the best way, but at a distance, it actually isn't half bad. It almost gives it like a wink, like when you see it. But what was happening is my Pentel wasn't sticking to the paper. I don't know if it was skipping, if there's something on the roll. Sometimes dust or debris from the books will get in there, and I just take like a little alcohol wipe and I clean off the ball. I didn't have it when I was there, but I kind of like it a little bit. Like I said, at a distance, it looks pretty good. So that was what I did in that book. And then these last three books, these were the ones that we did our buddy colors in. So this one I'm not going to show because I'm going to do that separate. So you can come and see the buddy color. I'm going to film that one next. And then once I edit this one, I'll pop the link in for the buddy color. We had a couple of people that participated in December. We will be continuing it on in 2025. Love to have more people join, but at least if you'll come by and visit, see everybody's work, that would be great. In this one, I do believe I did one that wasn't our buddy color. Oh, no, I guess this was a buddy color also. Okay, so this one, I only did a buddy color in here. This one, I did do non-buddy color. Okay, so this one, I had started this one Christmas of 2023, and I couldn't figure out what colors I had used. I wasn't even sure. Pretty sure it was Prisma, because that's kind of the colors that I had in 2023. But what I decided to do is, instead of trying to match these, because it was going to take forever to figure it out, I decided to start adding on, and they were kind of strategic, so it wasn't like I'd started in this section only. It was here. So what I did is I did the Brute Printer squares. This one I've got to blend out, but I wanted to leave it so that you could see how that kind of like that peacock with this, once it blends in, it will look kind of like this right here. So that right here is what this, so this started off with that. And I wanted you to be able to see, this is what it looks like before it's blended. That's kind of what it looked like after I blended it, and that too. And so I just started having fun. I was just using the Brute Printer squares on this. Didn't get it finished, but again, totally okay. You know, it was holidays and family and all the other stuff that we needed to do. And then I went ahead and I did the little toy soldiers. These were so I guess these are toy soldiers, because I don't believe they would be the Nutcracker. So I don't know, maybe they're the Nutcracker, maybe they're toy soldiers. I'm not entirely sure. But I struggled because I didn't know what color to do. And then I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to pick a color and go. So as you can tell, like this one's mostly red, this one's mostly green, blue, and the purple. I had so much fun doing these little toy soldiers. I would love to get this book again. And quite honestly, I would want to copy this page and do them like all in gold and silver, and then do another set like all in red, all in green. These are so fun to color. I would want like 15 copies of this and color it every year, something a little bit different. But these were again the touch markers, and then all of the glitter were the Sioux colors, except for the silver and the gold. Those were the Pentel Pop. But just had fun doing, just coming up with all the little colors. It's super fun. I mean, it's just a great way to spend Christmas. So at any rate, that is all that I did for December. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope your coloring in December were good. Like I said, the next video I'm going to do is going to be the buddy color. We had 3 that are in Joanna Basford, and I hope that you will come and watch us over there. I'm looking forward to 2025 with you guys. And until next time, thank you again so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Pencil sharp, markers bright, and remember, it's just paper. Enjoy your coloring time. Bye-bye.